The streets are saying that Chrisean set him up, that Blueface set him up. It's a whole lot of stuff. Honey, there have been tarot readings. There have been so much to say.
Nylah says, and this isn't just a gossip channel. Over here, we analyze, we contextualize, and we weaponize wisdom. Because gossip is entertainment, but understanding is power. Because every scandal has a lesson. So let's get to it.
Yo, welcome back. It's your girl Nylah. So listen, most of us know by now that Blueface went ahead last night and confirmed what we all knew, and that was that he was not the father. Okay, I don't know who's surprised by that, but I definitely wasn't. So here's the thing though, there's a lot going on with this situation because if y'all remember, Ronny Doe, who is allegedly, and I'm just saying allegedly because I don't have a DNA test or anything like that, but Ronnie was saying that Chrisean and possibly Blueface were trying to set him up for some reason. And one thing that's lost on a lot of people to me, Blueface really does have some weird allegiances that a lot of us probably don't even know or even can begin to understand. I mean, the tattoos on his face, his lifestyle, the stuff that he does, like, come on now. At some point, we're going to have to actually call a spade a spade. The streets are saying that Chrisean set him up, that Blueface set him up. It's a whole lot of stuff. Honey, there have been tarot readings. There have been so much to say about this whole situation. And I'm saying, let's just go back down memory lane, review it all. Y'all know I like to psychoanalyze everything because, I mean, the man literally died trying to get paternity, trying to prove that this was his son. And a lot of people don't necessarily believe in all of the things that celebrities will do or have done to maintain success, but I really want you to think about a few things. Some of the strange things that Blueface has been doing. And I was never really that interested in what they had going on. I always thought that they were goofy and silly, but when he came out with all those tats, something was strange to me. And when Ronnie got killed, it was strange to me as well, but it didn't seem like anybody cared. So now that this conversation is resurfacing, now that, you know, the cat's out of the bag with this guy literally trying to prove to the world, to everyone, that this was his son. Chrisean gave birth in September of 2023, and it was even on live stream. The baby was named Chrisean Jesus Porter Jr. And at this point, many people, most of us probably assumed that Blueface was definitely the father, but Ronnie was still publicly challenging that even from the very beginning. And I'm not going to lie, like I said before, he looked a lot like him to me. So this is where things became a bit suspicious online. Chrisean later posted what she claimed was a DNA test proving that Blueface was the father. But most of her online critics said that the test looked like it was incomplete, that the documentation was questionable, and Ronnie never ever confirmed seeing the test. This created two competing narratives online, and that was that Blueface was the father and that Ronny Doe is the father as well. Which one is it? So the truth was never universally confirmed by any partner. And then in February of 2025, Ronny Doe unfortunately was shot and killed. At the age of 24, he was shot and killed, and the authorities called this a targeted homicide. There's been no confirmation that there's a connection between his death and the paternity drama, but because he had been publicly demanding a DNA test, the internet immediately started speculating. And this is where the story starts to get reignited now. Blueface, as most of us know, posted online yesterday saying that he's definitely not the biological father and that he only stepped in because Ronny Doe passed away. Now, Blueface has previously publicly acknowledged the child, even though I feel like his mom has kind of like been back and forth on the baby, but he also allowed this baby to carry his last name. So the situation continues trending because it contains several ingredients, right? Reality TV type relationships, paternity mystery, a deceased potential father, and a whole bunch of different narratives. That makes this talk. Okay. So I'm going to take a listen to some of the claims because I feel like they're very compelling that Ronnie was making before he died. Let's take a listen.
Test or just no
So
communication?
she's, you do know she's my ex, right?
Yeah.
So if you seen the way that she just treated me at the mall the other day, what makes you think that she would speak with me to give me a test?
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't know anything.
So what I'm
You know what I
telling
mean?
you is, she's a very immature individual who lacks understanding of life. So she makes the choices that she makes. Like I don't really get what you basically asking me, like, oh, like why is she not giving me a test? How am I supposed to answer that for you? I can't jump inside her head and give you an answer. This
No,
is my
that's not
reason
what
for
I'm
doing
asking you.
everything that I'm
No,
doing.
no, no.
This is my reason
That's
for
not.
going and getting a court ordered DNA test. This is my reason for coming to see my son where she showed me at. She told me to come to the mall. You know that, right? Do
No,
you know that? She
no.
told me to come to the mall.
Okay,
She
so
told me
she
to come
told
see
you to.
my son. She
Okay,
told me to come see my son. So that's what I did. I went to go see my son. Do you understand that?
now I do.
Okay. So what else are you confused about?
No, I was wondering if you asked her on the phone before this ever
Asked
went
her
public
what?
to get
Asked
a
her what?
DNA
Yes,
to give you a
I
DNA
asked her
test,
to get a DNA
and
test.
she said
It's
no.
not it's not obvious that she's evading it. It's not obvious that she is ignoring it. You see that after I had my vocal interview with Tasha K, they had their fake marriage. How are two felons gonna get married in a California state prison? I've been to California state prison. A felon can't even come see a felon in a California state prison unless you got some pull. So they not married. What I'm trying to get you to understand is everything is being done to shake up what I'm doing. They're trying to evade the paternity test. You can't understand that? You don't
No,
see that after I went on Tasha K, they came out with the fake marriage? You don't see that after I went on Tasha K, they came out with the fake, oh, Chrisean tattoo? You don't see that? You don't see
yeah,
that?
yeah, I see it.
All right. So what is
At this point, a lot of people were attacking him, calling him a clout chaser, saying that he was psycho, that he was stalking them. And he literally, in my opinion, was just passionate about finding out the paternity of this baby. And I'm not sure how come this hasn't been further questioned. Why were they so willing to lie? Why was Blueface so willing to lie? Why was it such a big deal that people believed that this child belonged to Blue as opposed to Ronny Doe?
you confused about? What are you asking me?
I'm just wondering. I don't know what's
What
going
are you
on.
wondering? I'm gonna clarify for you. You want to know? I'm gonna tell you. What's up? What do you want
Okay, so
to know? You don't
well, no,
know me for real, shorty. Don't play with me on this live.
I'm not playing. I was just asking you a question. You're getting very aggressive.
Yeah, I'm answering your questions.
No, I know. Okay, cool. So I was just wondering if you asked her before you're saying you have, and she said no, and now you're taking
Yes,
her to
I've
court.
asked her before. I
Okay,
tried to
so
address
she
this with
asked you to
her.
come to the mall then to see your son. So how come it got escalated? What happened?
You do know you're talking about the same female that got Blueface locked up, right? You know you're talking about the same female that said her sister, this is alleged, her sister said she made her eat her for JJ at the age of 7.
Yeah, I
This is the
saw that.
same female that you're talking about. You know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's
You
also
know
your
that,
ex,
right? So what are
right?
you asking me? She's cunning. She's conniving. She's not a woman. She's the BITC filling the rest. She that. Queen manipulator. Queen setup. That's what she is. She not Chrisean no more. She's crack rock.
So I don't know about y'all, but when he says she's not Chrisean no more, I wonder, is he alluding to her doing something or taking some sort of oath or getting involved in something that she could not control? Because that's not like a normal segue into a conversation. What does he mean she's not her anymore. And we're not going to leave off him explaining that she set up Blueface before, she set up other people before. Hell, she set him up, which is why we might be here right now. There are so many people that have been talking about the fact that it's possible that both Blue and Chrisean shut this guy up by unaliving him.
Third week of December, this should all be resolved.
Possibly, if she's, she a track star, right?
Yeah, I do know that. But it
So
is
you
cold
do know
weather.
she's fast, right? You do know she know how to run, right? So you know what that means? That means she's a runner. She's a track star. She's gonna run away when it gets hard. All of that. She's gonna run. She's gonna evade. Like the law gonna have to catch her. CPS trying to catch her right now. They can't catch her.
Really?
Yeah. CPS in Oklahoma is looking for that girl. We are highly concerned about Junior.
Yeah.
We very highly concerned.
Because I saw a video today on Instagram of someone holding the baby, and they were driving super fast with no car seat.
Junior doesn't have a car seat. Junior doesn't have a stroller, to my understanding. They was walking around Arundel Mills Mall for 5 hours on Black Friday. They was holding Junior the whole time. They were driving in that video that you seen.
Yeah.
Do you know that if somebody hit that car from the back, you know what could have happened to that baby?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Why is she so irresponsible with the baby?
Let me tell you this. Some people gotta be blessed for the houses they come up from. Chrisean family, they not rat too tight. You get what I'm saying?
So I think that because he was trying to bring attention to the fact that he literally was being disenfranchised, nobody, including Chrisean, would hear him out about the paternity test, even though there were points in time when she was saying, hey, this is your kid. Nobody actually would give this dude a test. And then right when he's supposed to get the test done, he's unalived. So he went on Tasha K's. He actually even had a conversation with Blueface's mom. Let's go ahead and review some of that.
You?
What's going on, Carlissa?
Not too much. So I see Tasha K posted our DMs today. And I would like for you just to clarify to the people how that went about.
So what specifically?
First of all, I just want to say that people requested you to this live. I have not spoken to you since the last time you asked me to do the interview with you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. When you came to me, what intrigued me about trying to figure out what you wanted to talk about was your initial thing was that you had some information that would help me and Blue, correct?
Correct.
So you already told me you had already talked to Tasha K, and it was between me and her that you was going to sit down with.
Correct.
And so I just wanted you to know that I didn't get back to you because I didn't feel comfortable. And I had my reasons why. But the people seem to think that I hooked you up with Tasha K first, but you had already had an offer and you wanted to bring it to me first, correct?
Correct.
So then when I went to her, it was just me letting her know that I was okay with her doing the interview because I wanted to know the information that you had.
Right.
So whatever you guys talked about, I don't feel like you told her everything that you told me. And that wasn't, that maybe you decided it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and you're 100% right about that. I specifically wanted to talk to you because you are the mother of Blueface. You are the person that's being dealt the bad hand right now, as my mother once was. So I have somewhat sympathy for you and also for Junior. For me, it was honestly just a place of concern and, just some respect that I feel like you deserve as a mother, because my mother was going through a lot when I was dealing with Chrisean. As you know, I caught the body. We caught some other cases together, like God no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Just even the case that she has going on right now in Maryland. Unfortunately, I know about that one. So long story short, what I'm trying to say is I wanted to speak with you to raise your awareness to the type of snake that you got around you and your son. Because I don't really think that you are aware. I don't think that your son is aware. And I don't know, like I'm not trying to come off like messy, but I'm really just trying to be here for Junior and at the same time,
I think that's where I was offended too. Like I get it, you have an attachment to him.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it just kind of came out of nowhere. So that's probably where I was like, okay, I don't think I could be unbiased with you because it does make me feel a certain type of way, you know, because for a whole year, he's been my baby. I've been praying for him. I've been worried about him. I've been stressed about him. I've been going off on my son. So when you say that, it did kind of make me feel like we wasn't on the same, you know, and naturally we wouldn't be. If he turned out to be my son, you would feel some type of way, my
yeah,
grandson. And if he turned out to be yours, I would feel some
right,
type of way. So naturally, once we got to that line, I felt like I couldn't talk to you without having some type of, you know, bias towards you. And that's why I didn't do the interview.
yeah, and
Because you,
not
you kept referring to him, you know, as your son, you know what I'm saying? And I'm referring to him as my son. And I don't want to be rude to you and, you know, make you feel a certain type of way. Because if that's really your intentions, is to find out if he your son, you know, I've been there. I want you to have that.
yeah, that's my only intention, honestly. It's overwhelming, you know, trying to address it. And I apologize for just if I'm not addressing it in the best manner because you a mother at the end of the day, you are his
I mean,
potential
yeah, you kind of
grandmother.
came a little heavy on me because but I get it though. You wanted to get your point across, and I wasn't giving you. You felt like, but that's why I let Tasha K know that you was looking for her. It wasn't like I didn't try to, you know, get you your closure too.
Yeah,
I feel like at this point, everybody just once everybody get their closure, everybody can move forward.
yeah, and I feel like we all deserve that closure, and I think it's not too hard to get it. You get what I'm saying? It's only one reason that somebody's gonna avoid a test. You get what I'm saying? Because they're
Yeah, but
scared of
you
the outcome.
can't
So,
like do things like just like pull up on her and scare her and harass
but
her. Like
it wasn't.
I didn't agree with that, and you probably thought about it afterwards. Like that wasn't
I
the right
definitely
thing to.
thought about it. I would apologize to her if I got the chance to. If she sees this, Chrisean, I apologize to you, you and Junior, and all of your friends. It wasn't my intention to run down on her and intimidate her because she's a female. It was my intention to have a conversation with her as an adult and see if we can be accountable and address things aside from the internet. You get what I'm saying?
But then
But
why did you? So you turned the camera on right when you saw her?
so can I be transparent with you?
Mm-hmm.
I cut my camera on because Chrisean plays a lot of police games. So in your eyes, oh, he's clout chasing. In my eyes, this is my defense and this is my version of my story of what went on. Because to you guys, it's oh, he's harassing me, he's stalking me. But to me, it's no, come here and see your son. That's what I'm trying to tell
I can
you.
relate because I don't like to do anything without the cameras either, so I can relate to that.
Exactly. That was my only reason for going to Instagram with it. I'm a very private person.
But my
Unfortunately,
question is so if she was with my son, would you have walked up on her like that? Because that would have been all bad, and that's like another one of my fears right now that I hope you get this figured out so that it's not like you feel some type of way towards my son. You know what I mean?
I mean, so I don't really understand what you're asking me.
I mean, like, if you would you have walked up to them if they was in the mall together?
So you asking me if Blueface was there, would that scenario have been
Yeah.
different? The only different outcome would have been me and him may have got physical instead of me and that security guard. What do you mean?
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the part where it's like,
So, and that's why I'm trying to tell you,
and
like, we got a whole.
that's why I felt like I couldn't really do
So
what needed to be done.
let me tell you this, Carlissa. Let me tell you this, Carlissa. I'm trying to, address the paternity as adults. We are adults. You can get what I'm saying? So,
But they also have paperwork that can help you just get that right to the, you know what I'm saying?
so if we could get that to the front, you get what I'm saying? Why can't we get that to the front? If that has already been established, if that has already been addressed, why can't we get it put to the front, to the test? What's going on?
And the awkward pause makes me think that Carlissa was in on this whole thing. I'm sorry, guys.
I personally feel like Zeus manipulated the results to control the narrative. And I personally think that Maury needs to get involved. And I personally think that somebody would be awful sad if they waited until the 18th birthday of Chrisean Jr. to find out that you are not the father. Do you hear me, Carlissa?
I feel like you're trying to be funny towards my situation,
I
and
am not.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not
But
being funny. I'm being transparent with you. I'm being transparent with you because you're a mother. You're concerned for your son, and the paternity of Junior needs to be established.
so
For
have you tried to reach out to her and just ask her to will she to give you the test?
yes, that was my attempt of going to the mall to speak with her to seeing if we can address the situation away from the internet. But instead, she pulled the Uno reverse. I don't know you. You're stalking me. You're harassing me. You just told me to come here and see my son. This mall, Arundel Mills Mall, it's a big mall. It's a big mall. Big mall. It's no coincidence that, oh, I ran into Chrisean Rock in the Arundel Mills Mall. She didn't have one shopping bag. Junior didn't even have a blanket on him. You get what I'm saying? And that was frustrating to see. So let's be honest here, Carlissa. We have an unfit mother, an immature young lady who can't support her. Lord forgive me. I'm not
She
passing any
said
judgment.
somebody said I thought your friends told you that she was at the mall.
Do y'all need me to show y'all? So I feel like Chrisean is trying to set me up. I feel like Chrisean is trying to get me locked up to allegedly attempt and evade the paternity. Why do I say that? At midnight of Black Friday of the incident when everything happened at Arundel Mills, she placed a restraining order on me, a temporary peace order on me. Correct? How is it that this lady was able to get this temporary emergency restraining order at 12 a.m. midnight on Black Friday? You know what that smells like to me, Carlissa? It smells fishy. Does it smell fishy to you? Yeah. Hold on though, Carlissa. This is what also smells fishy. How is it that exactly 4 minutes prior to the encounter at Subway, I had a random alias page DM me, and it said, "Come see your son. We're at Subway." Sent me the Subway handover with the photos. So you know me, Prince Charming. I come through prancing.
So how you know it wasn't like just maybe like a fan that saw you in the mall like trying to set you up?
I know Chrisean. Y'all know Rock. I know Chrisean Eugenia Malone. The world knows Chrisean Rock. I know who I'm dealing with, and I know how she moves. I know it was her. And how I know it was her? Because she directly told me where she was. She told me to come see my son. And then ring, 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 ring. Like I said, Carlissa, she had the restraining order emergency set at midnight on Black Friday. So that means as soon as Black Friday started, like as soon as Thanksgiving ended and Black Friday started, soon as she left the Thanksgiving table, where did she go? She went to the police station. She went to talk to the judge. She went to give a testimony and tell the police. So, now what do we have here? 1, a snitch, a pig, an informant, etc. 2, we have Chrisean, the informant. And how do I know this? Because she calls herself the setup queen, right? Queen manipulator, right? How was this young lady able to set up a freaking restraining order emergency at 12 a.m. on Black Friday? And then she sees me. You know what, Carlos? I'm going to do you one better, baby. I'm going to do you one better, Carlos, baby. Hold on. And I don't mean no any disrespect. I apologize because you are old enough to be my mother. So I don't mean any disrespect to you. I mean all due respect to you. But I'm just trying to be transparent with you and address my concerns because I don't feel as though they're being taken seriously. I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. I'm not just look. You see this? You see this?
Mm-hmm.
This Chrisean is known for burner accounts. Chrisean is known for making a bunch of Instagram accounts on different devices and putting herself in the algorithm. So what I'm trying to tell you is Chrisean ran a ooper duper Uno reverse setup play on me in an attempt to evade this paternity test. So what I'm trying to get you to understand, Carlissa, is that
Stop asking me to get on the live right now because y'all, I literally got on this live because y'all said that we originally got together because I wanted to get him to out Chrisean. Well, he done already explained all of that, and now he's explaining something else. So
No.
I'm confused as to why y'all would even want to get on this call right now.
Yeah,
And
no.
that if I'm not asking the right question to resolve the matter, you could put it in the text right there. But I don't even understand what would be the
Is
purpose of
there
anybody.
is there a specific question that you want me to
I
answer?
did you get some? Do you feel like you got some resolve with the Tasha K interview? Did you get the results
I
that you wanted?
mean, not necessarily, because my most important concern is addressing Junior's paternity, and most importantly, my most important concern is I'm not trying to get too ahead of myself as far as his medical situation, but like, if you are his alleged biological grandmother, why is it that you are like somewhat like allowing Chrisean to neglect his health? I'm honestly and genuinely
I'm gonna
curious.
be 100% honest with you. I don't know that fact that other than what my son put on the internet, I don't feel like she's neglecting him. When I see her online, I see her attentive to him every time.
Now, we all know that's a lie. We all know we have seen this girl being neglectful. We have seen it. It has been horrific watching Chrisean Rock's parenting skills online. It is the most disgusting thing. I do not understand why she still has custody. And I do feel like this little Jesus act that she's got going, it's because there's some guilt behind not only the situation with her own child, but with the situation with Ronny Doe. But there's a lot of conspiracies going around. And part two, we're going to address all the conspiracies. But I want to put a clip in that I thought was interesting. Now, there was a reader, and I know some of you guys don't get down with that, but this one is really, really worth listening to. She literally read into this situation, and it's just pretty interesting and uncanny, especially because she did this reading before any of this stuff popped off. So I'm going to slide that in here, and we're going to take a listen to that. And I want to know what you guys think about it.
It goes here. One more for Blueface, please. Page of Swords. Okay, well, this changes everything. This is somebody investigating a child that's already here. That's for sure. Ten of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't believe a baby is theirs anymore. Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. Wants to walk away here. Wants to walk away real bad. Page of Wands doesn't want to deal with the poltergeist. So he could be lying about a situation here. Since he got out of jail. Death card, though. Star. Death to the star. Ten of Swords. The sun? Tower here? I don't know. I don't know if he should proceed, if he's trying to take some sort of DNA test or something like that while this lady isn't looking or something. This could end really bad. This could end bad for Blueface. This could end bad for the child. This could end bad for Chrisean. We have the sun here. And if you've been watching, it's only been the sun. Again, Hierophant in the reverse, that's saying that's non-committal. That's something that he shouldn't be attaching himself to. Ten of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. I don't think this is Blueface's son, y'all. Now he's making some sort of plan here. One more. Blueface is about to get this baby tested on the low. Real low. Tower. He want to see. And this lady is not very confident. This card says wait until tonight. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Confusion. Two of Swords here with the Magician in the reverse. Oh no. Oh whoa. This is like somebody that could be trying to block him from finding out the truth. From sacrificing her. One more. Wow. Wasn't expecting this. I thought we were going to find out he was on crack or something. Honestly. Ace of Pentacles here. This is about a baby. This is either about a baby that is about to, like, be made. Or this is about a child that's already here. Either way, this looks to me like he is getting some sort of information on the low. Very low. He doesn't want anyone to know. Let's see what the tower is. What is the tower? Victory. Oh wow, this is success. Wow, Hermit again. Something being done here in the low about a child here. Yeah, looks to me like a bunch of people, 4 or 6 people, have told him that this isn't his child here. Death card. Now, we should worry about, do you what is the death that keeps coming out here? Because it was in reverse, now it's upright. And this looks like this could come on the heels of finding out that someone is not, like someone had a third party, or someone is not the father or something. This comes and brings some sort of heartbreak here behind the secret. Now, like I said before, if this is maybe a child, if this is future, then he could have questions about a child that's coming. But honestly, on my end, it looks like he's sneaking to find out some sort of information regarding this child. It could be his medical history, you know. Maybe he's sneaking to find out his medical health. I don't know. But whatever it is that he finds out is very heartbreaking here. And again, the death card then comes up upright. So, you know, what does that mean? An ending? Is this the ending of a relationship, or is this someone passing away, you know? I just want everyone to be safe regardless of the adults, you know? Because if you felt comfortable, why wouldn't you just do it in her face? It's always weird to me when women don't want men to get DNA tested, you know? Even if it's not just for the fact that, just for comfortability, you know? There's a lot of things that go on in this world. And sometimes people aren't who that they say that they are.
So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this strange and weird stuff surrounding Ronny Doe, Chrisean, and Blueface. Do you guys think that there's some concerted effort to cover this stuff up? Do you guys think that there's a conspiracy? Let me know and subscribe to the channel for part 2.
He's going to be protected. He's going to be safe. He's going to be with his mom. You know why? Because when I had a funny feeling when I left him with Marsh, I paid his $1,000 an hour. That's why when he woke up trying to take the baby, she was like, "You gonna take me too?" Till Chrisean get to us, because respectfully, that's what she paid for. So yeah, so nigga, this weird is just like a weirdo. Like he really weirdo, like real. So now I got all my control though. That's why I had my baby in Baltimore. That's why I didn't put him on no birth certificate.
You got them receipts right here that's gonna drop. This one Chris sees, he gonna tell it. This one she gonna say that Blueface, Scrape Maury Povich, he is not the father.
So still my baby again. Respectfully, it's not your child. You know why? Because where's the proof?